current system will continue because universal consciousness will continue to manifest itself as a child abuser seeking to please themselves in ways that are repulsive to you. Universal consciousness will manifest itself in a crooked judge, an abusive teacher, a dirty cop, a dishonest lawyer, and they are just as much as part of the universe as you are. The question is, are you going to continue to let the abusers, the pedophiles, the evildoers of society restrict you and your children's abilities to self-actualize with laws? Or are you going to openly and defiantly rebel? There will be no utopia, no final arrival, no permanent peace, not yet. Not with what we are now. There will always be a next tyrant, a new cruelty, a louder lie. But this isn't a reason to despair. It is the reason you were born. You are here to actualize your faith, to show the world what dignity looks like, to create a world where consciousness doesn't just exist, it thrives. This is why human rights matters, because they are not rules. They are reflections of something infinite inside of every one of us. And when that infinity is violated, the Overman does not retreat into theory or despair. He rises. He leads. He creates a society where more selves can actualize, not fewer. He does not allow abusers to restrict the truth of his speech with threats of weaponizing the legal system against him. He recognizes that there is a time and a place for violence. Even the state issues the death penalty without due process underneath what they call justifiable homicide when its livelihood is threatened. If there are times where the government can take irrevocable acts of violence against its citizens when it feels threatened, then surely there are times when those citizens will need to use justifiable acts of aggression when their legacy and livelihood is threatened. When we understand this, when we see every human as a window into the infinite, when we stop trying to force everyone into the same story, we stop suppressing differences, we stop competing to be right, we begin to see each other as necessary, sacred, connected. The Overman knows this. That's why he does not dominate others. He honors them. Because even when a person does not know who they are still the universe trying to remember. You are not a mistake. You are not a copy. You are not behind. You are exactly where the universe needed you to be for one fleeting moment to understand itself from your point of view. Parenting and child development. To understand parenting is to understand the raw beginnings of universal consciousness inside the body. Children are not blank slates. They are infinite awareness condensed in a fragile form. Consciousness entering the world with no instruction manual, no language, and no defense. A child is the universe waking up again for the first time. This is why parenting is not just a responsibility, it's a sacred task. Because what you say to a child becomes their internal voice of the self. What you give or deny becomes their framework for meaning, identity, and even faith. You are not raising a child. You are scaffolding a conscious being. And the quality of that scaffolding determines whether the self will become free, fearful, self-aware, or self-obsessed.